As we are fast approaching seeing the last minute videos of Black parents teaching their children how to line dance and play spades before they forcibly go to a HBCU to learn their culture for the first time, I have tips on how my father actively taught me my Blackness once I left a predominantly Black city. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but eventually moved with my father to a suburb of Detroit, which was at the time approximately 60% white. It's pretty low for a lot of places that people grow up where it's 90% white. But since y'all don't know that you can actually raise your children to be Black the entire time, here are some tips that my dad did. He actually acted like our Blackness was a culture, so he had us reading Black books. I remember being in my 20s wondering why I was reading Native Son as a middle schooler, but it's because my father indoctrinated me with my Blackness. So have your children reading from Black authors before they go to a HBCU. I'm not suggesting that people get a PhD, but when my father was getting his PhD in the 90s, he had all of my siblings helping him with his research. So my father did his dissertation on the representation of Black women in rap music videos. He would record BET videos on VHS tapes. We had to log the name of the video, the artist, everything, and then he had the criteria of the Mamie, the Sapphire, the Jezebel, and we had to log which representation of a Black woman was in the music video. He actually did that topic to piss off his university because they were racist. So not that you have to go get a PhD, but maybe book reports is an option to teach your children their Blackness while you are forcing them to be in predominantly white spaces. I was learning how to play spades as a teenager, like 13 years old. I even learned how to play a version called 359, which involves 3 people. Not a lot of people who even grow up in Black areas know how to play that version. He also was teaching me how to play poker. But that's because my grandma was a gambler. But anyway, I know this is hard now because the Black community don't want to be communal anymore, but we were the main house for all of our family functions. We would have stuff at my grandmother's house in Detroit, but on my dad's side of the family, a lot of stuff was at our house, so they would come all the way out to the suburbs to commune for holidays, birthday parties, all that stuff. So if you are willingly trying to have a community like the Black community is supposed to be, have people over at your house. If you have a house, you know, elder millennials, we don't be having houses, but you know, people still have stuff at apartments. So the actual communal aspect of being Black and being part of like a function that other human beings are at, maybe do that when you force your child to live in a predominantly white space. Additionally, I hope you all are advocating for your children when you force them to be around racist white people. I remember my freshman year, I was in Mr. Stowe's class, which is a history class, and he did a thing where instead of providing normal grades like a sane human being, he would have a point system, so you would get millions of points, a million points for this, 10 million points for this. It was just 1 point, 10 points. The way he would do the grades is that the top percentage of the people would get A's, this percentage would get B's, this percentage would get C's, so on and so forth. I, as a freshman, had the highest grade out of all of his classes, and he decided to give me a B because he does not give freshmen A's. Now, I do not know what my daddy said to that white man, but I got my A. So I just hope that you're advocating for your children in these spaces as well. In general, I just think that months before you go to a HBCU should not be the time that you're learning how to line dance or play spades or anything about your Blackness. I personally don't think that you should be required to take an African American Studies class at a PWI or HBCU to learn about your culture for the first time. I think we should actively understand that our Blackness is a culture in the U.S. context, and you should be encouraging your children to learn about it K through 12.